So we can say, all in all, that the banking secrecy is dead in Switzerland, but the Swiss financial marketplace is not dead.
So firstly, what is the CRS and how is it comparable to other regulations such as FATCA?
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back on Degommier TV to speak about the CRS, which is the Common Reporting Standard. So the Common Reporting Standard is a new regulation set up by the OECD to define how member countries are going to exchange information about their residents who also have accounts in other countries. So today we've decided we're not going to speak too much about the technical aspects of the CRS, but more from a management point of view. The idea is that in the past we've been able to work with our clients on the implementation of similar regulations such as FATCA, and we've seen many mistakes or many challenges that the banks or financial institutions in general were facing, and we thought that if we could speak about that, it could maybe help them not make those mistakes or face these challenges effectively. So we've categorized those two type of challenges in two categories. The first one are all the implementation challenges that you face when you implement a new regulation, and the other one are the strategic challenges that you will face when, or financial institutions will face when having to implement the CRS. So this is going to be our topic for today.
What mistakes have been made in the past when implementing regulations, and what really needs to be avoided?
Well, the main implementation challenges can be summarized in one sentence. The financial institutions have to know what to do, they have to put the right man at the right place, and they have to anticipate the deadline. Regarding the first point, the Swiss regulator will issue very shortly the last version of the guidelines. Imagine we are talking about 180 pages, and each demand of the text has to be analyzed and implemented in the current procedures and the current system of the bank, of the financial institution. And it's even more difficult when we know that these financial institutions have a tendency to add their own requirements to the local requirements. So when financial institutions know what to do, then they have to put the right man at the right place. Many people are involved in this kind of project, people from the front office, people from compliance department, legal department, risk department, tax experts. All of them will have to sit around the same table looking for a common solution to handle this kind of regulatory project. But here, the main challenge is to have the good people around the table with the appropriate skills. And if the financial institutions don't already have them, they have to hire them. And people like tax experts, only a few on the market. Once the financial institutions know what to do, when they have the right man in the right place, they have to anticipate the deadline. Many actions will have to be done in a given time frame. Financial institutions will have to contact their clients, get information from the clients, they will have to control the information given by the clients and record it in the systems. So, one last example. For FATCA project, we had two clients, two banks. The first bank had contacted their clients 1.5 years before the deadline, and the second one only 4 months before the deadline. Sorry. So, guess which one was in better position as a deadline? So we saw that the financial institution have to know what to do. They have to put the right man at the right place, and they have to anticipate the deadline. And if they do that, they will be able to face and challenge and manage all type of implementation challenges.
Okay, and what strategic mistakes should be avoided?
So the strategic aspect is a bit different. First of all, let's define what strategy is. So IMD strategy professor Albrecht Enders defines strategy as the core necessary reasons why you need to do something. So the CRS is definitely a core reason for which you need to do something. Why? Well, merely because it changes the rule of the game. So far, the Swiss financial institutions had what we call the Swiss banking secrecy. It was protecting the client's privacy. And with the common reporting standard, since countries are going to exchange information, this is not going to be valid anymore. And so the CRS will remove this banking secrecy, and so financial institutions will have to redefine their strategy, their strategic positioning, their value proposition to their client. Because the banking secrecy was in the middle, at the core of the value proposition. So if you change this, then you change the reason why banking in Switzerland is what it is. So the question that financial institutions will have to ask themselves from now on is not anymore, why is a client coming to my bank and not to a bank next door? Why is a client coming to Switzerland in the first place? And why is this client not going to go to Hong Kong or Singapore or London or New York or wherever? And once you've defined that, then only you can ask yourself, why is this client going to come to my bank and not to another one? So it makes the thing way more complex. So I'm not saying that Switzerland has no more competitive advantages. That's not what we mean. For example, in a world like ours, in a world of insecurity, Switzerland is capable of providing security. In a world of instability, Switzerland provides stability. In a world where we have currencies competition, Switzerland is capable of providing a strong currency. In a world craving for expertise and services of high end, Switzerland is capable of providing among the best wealth managers in the world. So financial institutions in Switzerland still do have very good competitive advantages. However, they'll have to redefine their strategy and what they offer to their client. So we can say, all in all, that the banking secrecy is dead in Switzerland, but the Swiss financial marketplace is not dead. If financial institutions take into consideration those strategic aspects, and if they take the good decision, make the good decision, take appropriate action timely and appropriately, then the Swiss financial services in Switzerland will live for long and have a bright future.
Well, it'll definitely be interesting to see how it all develops, and thank you both for coming and sharing your insight with us today.
Thank you very much.
That's all from myself, Luc-Olivier and Thibault, but if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and comment on our website, dukascopy.tv.